thank you guys for coming. Like, really, thank you guys for coming. Welcome. And congratulations to you guys for coming out, because the brain is a muscle. We got to exercise. So everybody give yourself a hand. Give yourself a hand. About me. I am Jacqueline Hamilton Anthony. I own AIRBNBs with partners. I am a personal entrepreneur and love coach. And I help individuals fulfill their dreams. On me, like I said, I am a mother, I am a wife, and I am a licensed tax preparer, a real estate investor. I'll help you with your taxes, any investing that you would like to do. And I've been an entrepreneur for close to 30 years, almost 28 years. So close to 30 years. So I know a little bit about business. But let's rewind. I have lived in the projects 6 times. 6. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 6 different times. My family is here. First time we lived in the projects, it was my mom and my dad. And then my mom, she was in foster care, so she didn't know her dad. So her dad found her without any Google, any MapQuest, any of that. He found his beautiful daughter, and so we moved to Texas. My mom is independent. She could have stayed with my papa, but she wanted her own place, so we moved back to the projects. And then my mom decided to come back to Minnesota, so we moved back to the projects on the same road that we used to live in. Can I get a witness? So we moved back to the projects. And then when I got older, I moved into the projects. And then they so-called remodeled them. So I moved out. And then they sent the letter, because you be on the list, you gotta get on the wait list. Right. So I was able to get 2 bedrooms. So I moved back into the projects. And I bought my daughter home to the projects. It was infested. So I was saying to myself, I said, I gotta get up out of here. So I started off in the hair business. I had a lady come in, and she was a realtor, and I didn't know anything about bartering. And she gave me a whole bunch of gems, a whole bunch of gems. She told me a whole bunch of stuff about how to get started in real estate, because I wanted a duplex so bad. You gotta have 2 years of taxes, but I had just gotten started. I had ordered hair. Everybody remember Silky Straight?
Yep.
Everybody remember Silky Straight?
Yeah.
So I had a tub of hair. This is the second time I lived in the projects. I had a second with low income, a tub of hair, and I would go to all of the beauty shops and try to sell hair, and they would be like, "Oh, why would I buy your hair when it's cheap? When it's cheap at the hair supply? Is your hair cheaper?" So I had to find my niche. I want you guys to write that down, niche. So during that time, I found that's when Lil' Kim and everybody was out. Lil' Kim. So she had the different color wigs on. So I said, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start ordering lime green, purple, blue. And so then it popped off. So she helped me out. She told me what to do. So one day I get a knock on the door. Now you guys know that ain't nobody but the police. So I get a knock on my door, and it's this little lady with some glasses, and she said, I need to come in here and see if there's any men in here, because you can't live in here if there's any men in here. Now we had my husband at the time. That's why I'm a love coach too. I had a few husbands. I can tell you how to get married. Love, love, love. We all need and want love. Is your personal, financial, and love life a wreck? That's okay, that's okay. I'm here for you. Peace of Mind Results Coaching with the I Am Okay Winning Mindset with the P.E.L.E. Mind Shift. Personal Entrepreneur Love Mind Shift. Let's get you started today. It's your time. Say to yourself, I am okay winning. This is Mrs. Jacqueline. I'm holding you up. I would never hold you down. Because what goes around comes around. Find someone to be kind to. Let's start with you. I'm okay winning. Miss Lady, child, you deserve your roses right now. You've already tried on your own. Book your 10 free minute session with me today. Let's get to the bottom of it. Let's talk. But I can tell you how to do that. But my husband at the time, I said, I'm not going to be humiliated like that. I said, no, you can't come here. Well, she said, okay, well, your food stamps, your welfare, your WIC, you're not going to get it anymore. So I called my sister back there who got the pizzas. And I said, I'm going to die. I don't know what to do. I ain't going to get no food stamps. Oh, God, why can't you do this to me? And my sister said, you ride or die. You're going to make this happen. And so that was the last time that I was on welfare. So I'm still in a low income. And I had a colleague who did hair. We work together sometimes. And he had $1,500 worth of stuff sent to my house, with my low income. And I'm coming in from selling my crates of hair, and I got a big note on the door. Said, come to the office immediately, ASAP. I get to the office, there's stacks and stacks of boxes of stuff, products, and I'm like, this isn't my stuff. And they say, yes it is, we've been in your apartment. We see that you have hair. You're selling hair, and if you can order $1,500 worth of hair supplies and hair stuff, you don't need low income. And so I just said, oh my God. Now mind you, I just had a 9-pound, 9-ounce baby, brand new, she still had cradle crack. That's how new she was. So I'm thinking to myself, I said, well, at least I got 30 days. I know they're gonna put me out, but like I said, at least I got 30 days. So I sat down, it was one lady there, she was really, really nice. She was pretty, like this realtor right here. And then I had one that was a nut job. And she said, get it over with, just tell her. She said, you don't got 30 days, you got 7 days to move. Now, even though my daughter weighed 9 pounds, 9 ounces, she was premature because I was diabetic. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I don't get no food stamps, I don't get no WIC, I don't get nothing. Back then, minimum wage was like $3, $4. Me and her dad were young, that's what he was making. So I shared that with you guys because there is nothing that you cannot overcome. Now, my YouTube, we mind yo business. We mind yo business. Mind yo business. I talk about this lady all the time. My Aunt Weeze. She took me. Now, mind you, in the low income, it's not just me and my baby and my husband at the time. It's my mama, my sister, and my brother. In a 2-bedroom, and me. So I had to find somewhere for all of us to go. And my aunt said, you guys gonna get in that room, one room. And so she contacted a landlord that was next door to her and got me in, but it was next door to her salon. You see how when God closes the door, he opens a whole new house and builds you a house? So I was able to burn it up. Because I was next to a salon where my aunt had her shop. And so the message in that too is stop trying to do stuff alone, because I could have been worked with my aunt. I wanted to do it by myself. If you think that you're going to open up a small business by yourself, you got to be crazy. You need help. So I finally worked with my aunt, got on my feet, and I bought my first duplex in 1998. She was 2 years old.
I know that's right.
And I have not stopped since. I just did a deal last week, stopped buying property. And so I had people that would come to me and say, you doing hair out of your house? And so one time my plumbing had broke, people that were doing hair. And I said, I had moved out of my aunt's. I got my place, I saved my money, and now I'm in my duplex. And one of my pipes broke. So I went to one of my fellow hairdressers and I said, can I work here? Can I pay for a booth rental for about 2 or 3 weeks until my plumbing gets fixed? And she said, let me tell you something. You need to get it together. That's tacky and that's ghetto that you working out of your duplex. She said, you need to get together. You need to get one of these places and rent them out. I said, so is that a no? Because I need somewhere to work. And she said, yeah, that's ghetto. And so what I had watched them do is go fix up those people's properties that they were renting. Put all of these chandeliers and all this plumbing and all these pipes, and then the people would raise the rent. So they designed shops and salons for the people that they were renting from, and the people would raise their rent so high that they couldn't stay there. And they would just double up, get somebody else in there, they invest a little bit in there, kick them out. Because you got to pay rent, deposit, first month rent, last month rent. So they making $10,000, $15,000. I made up my mind that would never happen to me. So that's when I bought my first commercial space. See, the projects turn you into something.
Yes.
You understand? Projects never turned you down for a meal. They had some beans cooking. Guess what? I asked my aunt, I said, how could you feed everybody all the time? She said, you just add some water to the soup or beans and we all get to eat. That's my Aunt Weeze. That's what she taught me. So I wanted to say that for those who want to start a small business, you have to understand, you got to put your gloves on. But it's worth it. Why is it worth it? You guys, please look into your folders. And smaller paper. The smaller one, 2 pieces in there. We're going to do a little bit about taxes. And for those who already have a business. Now this is going to be your W-2 people. So why, after the story that I just told, why would you want to start a business?
So you can't be sabotaged.
Can't be sabotaged somebody else? Why would you start a small business if you're a W-2 person? If you go to work every day for Amazon, nursing, IT, why would you start a business?
You tired of your time being dictated by somebody else.
That's freedom.
And somebody else.
Freedom, that's it, freedom. Mm-hmm. But let me say this to you guys. How many of you guys feel like you work too hard?
Yes.
Let's get a round of applause for people who feel like they work too hard.
Yes.
I work. In my salon, on New Year's, I work 24 hours straight. Non-stop. 24 hours I stood on my feet. Why was I poor? Because if you don't understand money, I don't care if you're making $1 billion a second. It's going to run through your hand. Have you ever tried to pick up sand? It's going to run through your hand. So you got to know the tax game. And if you don't know the tax game, you better partner up with somebody who does. Get you a small business. This right here, you got 5 write-offs for your W-2 person. You got your mortgage, interest, that. And you can never be wealthy when somebody taking your money before you make it. You'll never be wealthy. Okay, now I want to start off with, does anybody have a small business that they want to start? Something in their mind? Anybody have any small businesses that they would like
I want to start a small business.
Okay, what are you?
I want to start a cosmetics line.
Okay, well, what do you want to start?
The same thing.
Oh, the same. You want to start a cosmetic line?
Work together.
Well, awesome sauce. Some of you guys can work together. We go along. I want you guys to write this down. For those who want to start a small business, first of all, we need to think about a name, but we don't want to think about it too hard. Let's say we have Cynthia, and Cynthia wants to open up a restaurant, and she names it Cynthia's Place. What is Cynthia's Place? Is it a strip bar? Is it a place of worship? Is it a place where you get your eyelashes done? So we want to incorporate and include exactly. So you have a restaurant. We want to name it Cynthia's Fantastic Italian Restaurant. So therefore, people know it's an Italian restaurant. They know it's fantastic. And when they hear fantastic, that sparks their curiosity. This lady right here is a healer. She can heal things. I'm telling you, realistically. She brings blood pressures down, diabetes. She helps out with that, and it's not no fakey, shaky stuff. It's the real deal. She lost her mom. I lost my mom. All my siblings lost our mom at 58 years old, and she's been on a mission ever since. So we're going to step away and give her an opportunity to speak about health. Because once we have these businesses going, we have to take care of ourselves from the inside out. Now, hello, everyone. Hello, beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Look, when your little sister's your number one fan.
Come on.
Better be.
I am Arnisa, aka, if you keep hearing her talking about Birdie, that's me. My name is Arnisa Hamilton. I am the one and only Jacqueline's sister, big sister. I want to talk a little bit about health. Repeat after me. Health is wealth. I'm sorry. Health is true wealth.
True wealth.
Because if you are sick, if you're unhealthy, if you're unbalanced mentally, emotionally, you're not going to be able to operate your business to its fullest. So, as Jackie mentioned, I'm a healer. I've been doing it for a long time. I've been healing for a long time, but I just recently was able to say that out loud. I am a healer. What I've done, Jackie
Everybody attention.
went to the local grocery store, we got some hot dogs, we got some buns, we got some Kool-Aid, and then we monopolized on now-laters, breaking the packs down, some now-laters individually. We made a killing.
Yes, we did.
I love it.
So she's my first business partner.
Yes. Miss Jacqueline.
How many years did you say you've been in business?
28.
No. She started when she was 6, okay? So, no, she's being humble. It was much longer than that. She is my first business investor because my allowance alone wasn't enough to pull off our hot dog stand. So, with her allowance and my allowance, we're together to put together what's called cooperative economics. We put our allowances together and we're able to buy the things we needed to start our first hot dog, Kool-Aid, now and later stand. Woo! So y'all give a round of applause to my first investor. Things I've done. I have to say God has been amazing to me in the department of gifts and talents and creativity. He's given me abundance of things, which sometimes can be a blessing and sometimes seem like a curse, like, what should I be doing? Which one of these things should I be doing? She talked earlier about finding your niche. And sometimes you gotta go through a few things. Sometimes you gotta try some stuff out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do it. If it falls on your heart, because you never know. You've heard of like when you talk about your resume and you have these transferable skills, like you're thinking, oh, I've just been a housewife, I've been a mother. No, you've got skills.
Yes.
You know how to budget. God forbid if you've been poor, like you talked about, come from the projects. You know how to make something out of nothing.
Yes.
You know, you got a lot of transferable skills. You know what I mean? So those things that you keep trying, because there's something in you. If you're an entrepreneur, you're an entrepreneur. You know, that's not gonna change about you. You know what I mean? You can work your job. But you're always, true entrepreneurs, you're always going to be trying something on the side. The end goal is it's in us. It's ingrained in us. It's going to be self-sufficiency, you know.
Gotta click.
And try those things because you're going to learn. You're going to learn other business skills from those things. You might end up doing something totally different.
Yeah.
When I moved to New York, I moved there to go to culinary school. I knew how to cook, but I wanted some credentials. So, quick story, to show you how God worked. He used a man to get me there, right? I'm gonna go to culinary school and we'll hook up with this man. to go to New York. I ended up in a whole different area. Ended up in social services. Now, how I go from being a French chef, I'm gonna start out in New York. I'm gonna go to France and learn how to, make French cuisine. Probably infuse that with my soul food. I already knew how to cook. He's like, I just use that to get you there. But I ended up moving there and going into social services and working in a field that is probably on the top 3 of the most fulfilling things that I've ever done in my life. So go ahead and try out those different things and get those transferable skills.
Yeah.
What I've done, Jackie hit on some of it. I have taught African dance. I was a self-taught seamstress. I taught myself how to sew. So I was able to make money doing that for a while. I did daycare, and as you mentioned, I was one of the first 24-hour cares because at the time that I went into daycare,
Excuse me, you were not a seamstress, you launched your own hat business and it was very lucrative because
yes.
I did sold like 30 of them downtown in Minneapolis. People would stop and go crazy. We would stand downtown and wear the hats and people would say, hey, and she would put your name on it. She would put your husband's name on it.
Wow.
So I just thought I'd add that.
Yes. Come on here.
we're your little sisters, your number one fan.
That's right.
So I did daycare. I was going to say, I went into daycare around the time that welfare reform came in. I don't know if you guys remember. When welfare reform came in, they were trying to get people, they were paying for people to be trained so they could get job skills, to come off of assistance.
Yeah.
And so I came in right at the right time, but a lot of my friends went into nursing assisting. It was a quick course. You make good money coming in as a nursing assistant, but the jobs, most of the jobs, as Ms. Kenyon knows, the morning jobs go to, it's based on seniority, that first shift. So there was a lot of need for second and overnight care. So we did a little weekend care. And so that's how I ended up in daycare, which was very lucrative, Ms. Kenya.
Yes.
I think I heard you mention wanting to go into daycare.
Absolutely.
It's a lucrative business. And
My
it's always
sister,
a need.
yes, it is.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to own
Yeah.
my whole, like a school. Like
Yes.
just dreaming, like I wanted to eventually have a daycare with the school.
Do it.
Yes. I'm still.
It'll be fulfilling.
I'm excited.
Catering. I love to cook. So that's on the list. I started catering and eventually there was, so much demand. I started a restaurant, Food for Your Soul. My most recent love has been party planning, birthdays, anniversaries, baby showers, that type of thing. I really, really, really love doing that. Parties was a big thing, something that my mother passed down to me. Hospitality, she was known for her basement parties back in the day. Okay, back to the health. To especially to all women, because we all tend to have that superwoman disease, but especially to my brown and black women, it's time to burn the cake. It's time to burn the cake. It's killing us. It's killing us. And sending out false narratives to the rest of the world about us that, we are kind of invincible, but, we have feelings too, So we have to be careful of burnout. So be really hard in the beginning, when you're launching, because you're going to be the accountant, you're going to be the janitor, amongst other things. You're going to be doing everything at first. So you want to be mindful to take care of yourself and listen to your body, listen to your body, listen to your mind, know when to take a break. Self-care is not just pedicures. That's a part of it, get your pedicure. But that's just a part of it. Some of it is just unapologetically saying no.
That's it. I know about it.
And not even apologizing. Sometimes you just gotta say no.
Say it.
Because as entrepreneurs, you're gonna need to reserve your energy for your baby, for your dream. So another part of health, it's not just taking your vitamins and eating right, is doing an inventory on your life. And sometimes that inventory involves getting rid of toxic people. Energy draining toxic people who are gonna come.
That's real. Come on.
If you don't watch,
That's real.
because this is what they do. They're energy vampires. Sometimes they hangers. Ships back, you might limit some, and some you're gonna have to eliminate altogether. So boundaries, say boundaries. Setting boundaries, we gotta set some boundaries. I call it being constructively selfish.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to be constructively selfish. Really, you do.
And that's hard too. I'm sorry.
It is.
It's hard because when you come up in your jobs that you've had, all you did was just pour into other people all the time. It becomes a pattern, and that's all you really know how to do. Like, and at that time, at that moment, so you, like she said, it's self-destructive, passionate, and then next thing you know, you're like, now in this business, I have definitely learned how to say
no.
No, unapologetically.
Like
I have
sometimes you have to do it, and you don't owe an explanation all the time. You just, I can't.
That was the hardest thing.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. We used to hang out on every Friday, but now Friday is my peak business day. So you have to get that. No.
Time blocking too.
Yes. Time consuming.
Time blocking.
So, especially my giving people. I'm a giver. So we're gonna talk about negative health habits. Not being able to say no, overscheduling yourself, not making yourself a priority.
Oh, you
are a priority. I know you heard it 101 times. I'm gonna say it again because that's how important it is. You cannot pour from an empty cup.
Right.
Remember,
right.
You're supposed to be giving away that overflow. Remember, you can't give what you ain't got. You're gonna be giving some burnt out energy.
That ain't nothing.
So learn how to say what?
Go get her, you get money, we know that, but you gotta get polished. Ever since she said that, I have never stopped going to school, working my brain out. And I thank you for that advice, and it was long overdue.
Something that's near and dear to me in my development is eating. Not just eating food and good food, but eating healthy, nutritious foods, like plants. Did you know plants have codes and messages? Healing properties. Eat your fruit. You heard it 101 times, you know what to do. I'm gonna tell you again, eat your fruit and vegetables. Drink your water. Getting sleep in the beginning of your business. Givers, us kind people, always want to help.
And too, I find too that in my business when I first started, it was like to drum up business.
Exactly.
My clients were calling me after hours. Like I was dedicating and committing myself to helping them because I wanted to make sure they got everything they wanted.
Exactly.
I had to cut that out.
But not at the cost of getting what you need.
Exactly.
So we're gonna set what? Boundaries.
Time block.
So your time. Time is money.
Yes. And it was free. They was getting it for free.
And again, remember, if you're not getting enough sleep, you're not getting enough nutrition, That's another thing. First, when you first start business, sometimes you might forget to eat.
Oh my gosh. I lost some weight.
Absolutely.
One way to avoid that I've learned is being prepared. Knowing yourself and being prepared.
This is what it's about, you guys. This is what it's about. Us coming together, not fighting each other, not hurting each other. When my baby eat,
Sisterhood.
their babies eat. Sisterhood. She makes sure my baby eats. The reason why I'm standing here today is because I used to come to her and say, "Can I be a runner?" "Yeah, you can be a runner."
Yes.
"Can I be Miss America?" She said, "Miss America, girl, you can be the president of the United States."
Yeah.
And she told me this. She told me every single day, you can do and be anything you want to be. This woman right here. I've been knowing this lady since I moved to Maryland. I was sleeping on the floor, wasn't I, Des? Didn't own no property in Maryland. I slept on the floor when I got here. I paid my dues. She came in. She said, "Since you're gonna sleep on the floor, I'm gonna get you a vacuum cleaner." She took me to Target and got me a vacuum cleaner. And then she said, and then she said, "I'm gonna get you some." She worked at a job where they had stuff they threw away. She said, "I'm gonna get you some sheets and stuff." I said, "No." She said, "Girl, take these sheets. You're sleeping on the floor." I said, "No. Somebody's butt been on them. I don't want them. I'm gonna keep on sleeping on the floor."
The first one she met.
Yeah, when I first got here. And we still hanging in there.
Yeah.
And me and this lady played tag team. We saved each other's life.
Goodness, my miracle whip here.
Let me, we tag each other. You know what I'm saying? You're like,
you gonna go to the hospital? I'm going to
don't forget, you guys, she's in the medical field too. So when you do business with her, you're doing business from the heart. You know what? She's going to give you business from the heart. This lady right here is a healer. She can heal things. I'm telling you, realistically, she brings blood pressures down, diabetes. She helps out with that, and it's not no fakey, shaky stuff. It's the real deal. She lost her mom. I lost my mom. All my siblings lost our mom at 58 years old, and she's been on a mission ever since. Business. This is We Mind Your Business, and we have Ms. Jacqueline here. This is one of our events, you guys. Stay tuned. We are always putting events together. Desrene's Boutique. And I'm going to put a link at We Mind Your Business so you guys can come out and shop.
Real
Don't forget, if you have a business, to contact We Mind Your Business.
Somebody with a guitar.
Let me say
A musician or something.
Yes. I got necklace.
We always
Also, we got
She was like,
I'm at Gmail.
She was like,
Mrs. Jacqueline.
Is this the one?
Strictly Business. That's Jacqueline. Strictly Business. Jacqueline. Strictly Business. And this is
So I got these bracelets
She
too.
got some fat arms. She thought she was gonna get some EQ.
nice.
Like it's just fat arms.
Really quick. I just want to say thank you everybody for coming out. I really appreciate it. You guys have my information inside of the folders that we gave out. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. And Miss Kenya has cards for you guys as well. Okay, thank you. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of We Mind Your Business. I hope that you enjoyed our event that was held July 30th, 2022. We enjoyed coming together and making this for you. We appreciate you sticking through our technical difficulties. There are a lot of footages that didn't make it, but I hope that you guys got something that you need. We did include Mrs. Byrd's information. You guys take a peek at her. She is a phenomenal woman, wife, friend. She is amazing. You guys are going to be in good hands with her. You first-time home buyers, check out Mrs. Birdie's information at ARTBeautyDecor.com. Again, that's ARTBeautyDecor.com. It will be in the bio, in the descriptions as well. And again, we appreciate you guys. This is Mrs. Jacqueline. I am holding you up. I would never hold you down, because what goes around comes back around. Find someone to be kind to, even if that someone is you. We're going to say it on the count of 3 that we are okay winning. Say it to yourself. I'm going to say it to myself. We're going to say it together. 1, 2, 3. I am okay winning. We are okay winning. We'll see you next Thursday. You need to have a real good personal discussion. Not quite ready to have that with your family and friends and loved one. What about being an entrepreneur? Are you not quite ready to talk about that with the people in your circle? What about your love life? No worries, I got you. I'll leave a link in the description below. You've already tried it your way. Come on, it's free for 10 minutes. If you find out that I'm a good fit for you, feel free to sign up for your membership. There are different price range for everyone, and we'll meet you just where you are. So what are you waiting on? You deserve it.